What is up, party people? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Jamila. This is JemilaBeReadin, because I do be reading. And happy Black History Month. I'm very excited for my TBR now. You might be thinking, Jamila, I thought you stopped doing TBR videos. And that's true. I'm too much of a mood reader to really stick to any one TBR, but because I'm attempting to participate in Blackathon again this year, I'll have all the information linked down below for Blackathon, all the Twitter and all the announcement videos and stuff like that, so you can go and look into it and participate if you'd like. I'm participating vaguely. I'm not joining any one team, although I kind of accidentally fell into the Team SFF side of things, so maybe I am on a team, but I kind of wanted to participate vaguely, kind of in the shadows, not really getting into it, just because February is a very busy month for me school-wise. I have a lot going on, and I just don't want to commit to any one TBR or lots of books, just because I don't know that I'll get to it. So I decided how I'm going to participate is that I would finally use Jessie from Bow Ties and Books TBR cards that I recently purchased. I picked 3 cards from this deck and chose from my physical TBR. And so that's how I'm going to be participating in Blackathon this year. I already picked out the books and I already picked out the cards. I had filmed myself doing it, but it was kind of all over the place and the audio was really weird. So I just pulled them out and I'll show you what corresponds to what. The first card that I picked was What If? A Strange, Odd, or Innovative Premise. I don't know if you can see this. And so for that card, I decided to go with Sorrowland by River Solomon. This is kind of like a genre-bending gothic horror kind of fantasy series. We're following our protagonist Vern, who is 7 months pregnant, desperate to escape the strict religious compound where she was raised, and so she kind of runs and shelters in the woods. She has to fight back against the community even as she's escaped. She has to take care of her children, protect her family, and she's also kind of going through some sort of changes, some sort of metamorphosis, and so she's kind of dealing with that and having to deal with the secrets of this compound that she fled and, you know, confront the violent history of America. And so that is Sorrowland. I've been dying to read a book from River Solomon for so long. I actually own all of their books and I have not gotten to it yet, so I'm very excited to check this one out. I've heard really great things, although I haven't seen a lot of people talking about it, so hopefully I can get more people to talk about this book. So that is that. Then the next book that I had picked is Get Out, featuring Your Greatest Fear. For that one, I chose Beasts of Prey by Ayanna Gray. This is a debut YA fantasy. I chose this because I heard that there are like spiders involved in the plot somewhere. I am terrified of spiders, and so that is why I picked it up. It also worked out because I'm reading this with my mini book club with a few of my friends, and so I thought, why not kill 2 birds with 1 stone? But like I said, this is a YA fantasy. I actually don't know a ton about this. I just know that we have 2 protagonists, Kofi and Ekon. We have some sort of night zoo. We have warriors in training. We have magic. That's about it. That's all I know. But I know that this has been extremely popular, especially last year when it debuted. Everyone's been talking about it. Everyone's been gushing about it. So I'm glad to finally join in the fun. You know what I'm saying? And the final card that I picked is Victor Lavelle, horror/paranormal fiction with strong social themes. I had kind of run the gamut on which book I was going to pick for this. But I decided that I was going to go with Amari and the Night Brothers by B.B. Alston. I don't actually have a lot of books on my shelves that are paranormal fiction, paranormal fantasy, or like horror. And so really this was kind of it. I know that this is like supernatural. I know that the series that it's in is called like Supernatural Investigation. So I thought it would fit. I don't actually know if there's like a ton of social themes in here, although there might be. But honestly, I just wanted a reason to read this book because I've, again, literally nothing but gushing reviews about this, and I kind of wanted something fun and lighthearted to read. And middle grade is usually that for me. So we'll see. Basically, this is about Amari, who her brother went missing. And it turns out that he was a part of the Bureau of Supernatural Affairs. And she ends up having to compete for a spot to join this. She has some like secret powers and stuff like that. It seems like illegal magic. And yeah, so she has to join this to figure out what is going on with her brother. And honestly, this cover is so it for me. I love it so much. And that's that on that. Some other books that I would like to read, one for sure that I will read, is The Secret Lives of Church Ladies by Disha Philyaw. This is my local book club's pick for February, so I will be reading that this month. I believe this is a collection of short stories following Black women and girls in the church or related to the church. This will be very interesting for me. I am not Christian. I have not grown up Christian. I don't really know a lot about Christianity. So this will be an interesting look at, you know, Black churches and Black women existing in Black churches. So I'm excited. Again, this is another book that I've heard nothing but great things about. And you know, I love a good literary fiction moment. So speaking of literary fiction or contemporary fiction, I have two books that I would like to get to. I don't know if I will necessarily, but these are just some options that I have if I happen, you know, the mood strikes me and I have some extra time. But one of them is Black Girls Must Die Exhausted by Jane Allen. And mainly I like the cover, which is why I'm picking this up. But this is like a contemporary fiction novel following Tabitha Walker, who's a Black woman with a plan to have it all. She's 33. She has a checklist for the life of her dreams. She's on her way. She has the perfect job. She has her education. She has her perfect boyfriend. But then she receives an unexpected diagnosis. And she kind of has to deal with that. And with the help of her friends. And it just kind of seems like the book for me. So that's why I want to pick it up. I also have Open Water by Caleb Azuma Nelson. I actually read a solid third of this last year, and I had to return it to my library before I could finish it. And then I ended up purchasing my own copy. I was really enjoying it, but it was kind of a slower read for me. Like, I was really trying to sit with it because the writing is so lush. But, you know, perhaps I will come back and finish it this month. Who knows? Who knows? And other than that, I will inevitably pick up some romances this month, I'm sure. Which ones they will be, I don't know. I'm just gonna mood read that, you know. And that's about it for this TBR. Again, I will have all of the information, videos, Twitter links, all of that good stuff in the description. If you want to participate in Blackathon, you should. It's a good time. And yeah, I'll see y'all in the next video.